Hey guys, we're back for another video. Today what we're going to do is, I told you we're either doing a turkey video or the surprise video. The surprise video is tomorrow. Today what we're doing is we are smoking a 24, almost 25 pound turkey. Hands down the biggest turkey I've ever smoked. I wanted to do something a little bit different here on YouTube. Every other video that I've seen, they're doing 12 to 16 pound turkeys. Nah, we're not going to do that. We're going to break the rules. Rule number one, all I've done so far, I got the turkey, I bought it frozen. This one didn't have a thermometer in it. If it did, I would recommend pulling that out and tossing it away. We're going to use our own thermometers for it. You want to brine your turkey first. So all I've done to this point is I took it out of the package. I took the turkey neck out. I took the giblet package out, patted it down, put it in this pan to dry in the refrigerator for about an hour, just to get the rest of the goop off of it, as you can see. And I just want to make sure it's thawed all the way through. It's been thawing in the fridge now for 3 days. I made my brine. Now, everybody's got their own method of brine, but what I do is I take 2 pots, just like these. So what you want to do is take 2 pots just like this, and what I did, a lot of people will just mix everything up in one pot, and they'll just do it cold and pour it right into the turkey and then take another gallon of water and fill it up. You can do it that way, but I don't feel like it gives it the full flavor if you do it that way. So what I do is I take 2 pots, cut up 2 onions, and if you want the recipe, let me know. We'll get it to you. Cut up 2 onions, do a cup of brown sugar in each pot. The reason you don't see the other pot here right now is because I've already put it in the bag, and we'll get to that in just a second. You're going to do a cup of each of kosher salt, garlic, any kind of thyme, parsley, mint, whatever kind of herb you can find. Chop it up real finely and put it in there. You can put apples in here if you like. You can put lemon, sliced lemon in here if you like. You know, whatever aromatics you want in your brine. But what we're going for here is we're going for saltiness. So I did put about 3 tablespoons of maple syrup in here. And I used some of that brisket marinade to make it even saltier. So anyways, what we've done so far is we've got our big bag ready. We're going to put it in a cooler here. Once you boil your brine, you don't want to put it directly into the bag. You want to let it cool. Preferably put it in the fridge overnight, your brine, let it get nice and cold, then pour it in here. I don't have that kind of a time. So I took one of my pans and poured it down in here and put some ice down in there to make so I want to make sure it's cool before I put my turkey in there, because if you put your turkey in hot brine, it's going to start to cook it. So what we're going to do now is take our turkey, and hopefully we're not going to make a mess here, and we are going to put it directly in our Ziploc bag. And I usually just put the wings first, right down in there. And like I said, this dude is heavy. And you want to use a clean cooler, not something that you put bait in, or minnows or shad. And okay, next thing you want to do is pour the rest of your brine in there and completely submerge the bird. Like I said, it's still warm. You can see all the chopped onions and all that stuff coming out of there. There you go. Okay, now, at this point, what you're going to do is close your bag up, get all the air out of it, and then put ice on top of it. You need to keep this at below 40 degrees, and you can let it set up for 2 days in this brine if you like. Close your cooler, set it to the side. We're going to shut this bag up, and we'll show you the rest of the process. Right, so that's it for now. That was tough. Make sure and get a big enough cooler. Anyways, you want to get your turkey in that bag with your brine and ice all around the turkey so you can keep it below 40 degrees. Like I said, as long as your cooler holds up and it's well insulated, you can keep it for a day or 2. It's going to rain here for the next 2 days, so we're going to plan on doing this on Friday. And what we're going to be doing is cooking it on the PITT BOSS 3-in-1 electric smoker. I think turkeys turn out phenomenal on there. So that's the cooler we put it in, and we are going to leave that sucker there until we are ready to go on to the next process, which will be getting the seasoning done on it, and we will see you guys then. So we're back, and let me kind of catch you guys up to speed what we've done here so far. So it's freezing cold out here this morning. Last time you seen us, we put our turkey in a brine. That was about 48 hours ago. So we left it sitting in brine for 48 hours. I took it off yesterday evening. I went ahead and took the turkey out, and we went ahead and rinsed it, patted it dry. We went ahead and put our seasoning on it, and I'll show you that here in just a few minutes. And then we injected it with the Tony Chachere's just regular butter injection. They do have a new jalapeno one out that's pretty good, but we're just going to go with the regular one this time. So our smoker, we're going to do it on the electric smoker. You guys have seen this one in previous videos. It's pretty cool, and it's going to just add the right amount of tenderness to that turkey, so that's why we're going to do it on this one. It's really cold out here, so I'm waiting for this to hopefully heat up to about at least 275 before I put that huge turkey in here, because as soon as I put that turkey in here, it's going to lower the temperature for a little bit, and it's going to have a little bit hard time maintaining. Already filled my water pan, so we're good to go there. I need to add some wood chips and put our turkey in, and man, that's it. We're going to go, I'm assuming it's going to be probably between 10 and 12 hours. So it's 7 a.m. right now, so we can probably count on that turkey being done probably between 6 and 7 o'clock tonight. But we're going to take you guys along for the whole process. Aren't you excited? All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get this bad boy in the smoker. You can tell it's cold out here. And I'll show you guys this close up later, but we do have a, we're going to be using a meter wireless thermometer today on this turkey. So this one here, as I've showed you in the past, you got to get down on your knees to put it in there. So as you can see, we got plenty of room. Let's pick this heavy bird up, put her on in there. And I know a lot of people will tuck the wings. Whoa. What I'll do is I'll just tuck them right here behind the leg as good as I can. And shove her in there, shove it back, and you know, obviously you don't want to touch the wall or metal. That part is a mess. So we're done. Tell you what, we're gonna get our meter all ready to go. And we'll be back, and we'll bring you closer and let you see what the turkey's doing here in a little bit. All right, guys, we're going to bring you in a little bit closer now so you can see what we're doing here. I'm filming by myself today, so that's why it's kind of chaotic. Okay, here's our wood chips that we're using, and literally wood chips. And what you do on these electric smokers is you just pull this little drawer out all the way. You can see I got fresh wood chips in there. You just fill them up, slide it back in there, and in about 20-30 minutes they start smoking. There's our temperature gauge, and I wish it'd clear up and focus. Anyways, it's reading almost 200. I don't know what the deal is. It's just cold out here this morning. Nothing's wanting to work. But I do have my meter installed, and I looked at it on my phone app, and it's pretty much in sequence with that temperature on the internal. See, that meter's cool. It'll give you the internal temperature of the meat you're cooking, and it'll give you the ambient temperature of the actual smoker. So right now it's close to 200 degrees in there, and the turkey's reading 35 degrees. So we got a long way to go. And you can put, you can program a cook in it. So what I did was put on there on the app, poultry, then it asks you what kind of poultry. You click turkey, then it asks you, you know, turkey pieces, turkey legs, turkey thighs. I hit whole turkey, and it automatically adjusts it to 165, which is what we need to be in the breast meat. And I hit start cook, and boom, it's helping me out. It's gonna help me monitor that. Once we get the turkey to that temperature, we're gonna test it with a digital, you know, meat thermometer, and we're gonna test the thighs and make sure the thighs are right at around 175 degrees. So stay tuned, guys. Got a long day. Okay, guys, so just a quick little recap. I wanted to go over the pros and cons real quick of these electric smokers. First of all, I promised you guys I would show you the seasoning that I was using for the turkey. As you've heard me say in the past, when you're smoking a turkey, don't use anything sugar-based. You can do that if it's a smaller turkey, but sure as heck not a 24-pound turkey. I got this from Sam's, and it's in a big jar. And if you look at the back label, 0 sugar. 0 sugars. And this is probably what they use if you go to Sam's, Costco, those places, on their rotisserie chickens that they sell there. That's probably what that seasoning's for, but it is delicious. So just a quick pro and con of these electric smokers. I love this thing, but on cold days like this, they take forever to heat up. You got to keep an eye on them because, you know, my target temperature for this smoker today is 275. We almost reached that before we put the bird in, but when you add water to your water pan and put your bird in, it drops your temperature down for about the first hour. So you don't even want to look in here for the first hour, just leave it alone. Those little meter probes, I'm using one of those today. It alerts me from my phone. It tells me the ambient temperature of the smoker. It tells me the internal temperature of the turkey. It tells me when, you know, my target temperature of 165, all of that. So you literally don't have to come over here and touch these. You can see it's smoking pretty good right now because we did add fresh wood chips to this. It'll do that for about 15 to 20 minutes and then it'll mellow out and, you know, become that real pretty blue smoke that everybody likes. But it's a great smoker. I love it. And what I can tell you about it is it's the tenderness of the meat that I like. You know, and if you put a turkey on a pellet grill or a gravity-fed grill, anything with fuel-based charcoal or, you know, anything like that, tends to dry it out a little bit. Not the case in this thing. So you are limited on space, and it does take a little bit to heat up. But other than that, I love it to death. So you guys stick with us. It's going to be a long cook today. You're in for a good video. Okay guys, so at this point in the cook, what we're going to do, it's been about 2 hours. I have not peeked in on this once. I'm going to pull it out of there a little bit, spray it down with some Pam olive oil, make sure we're browning good, and I can just hear that turkey in there cooking, so I know we're doing good. So, obviously, like I've showed you before, you got to get on your knees for this. Open her up, see how she's doing. Take a glove off. Spray her on down. Keep it nice and moist. Put her all back in there. Close that door. It's the most important part. So, man, that turkey's looking good. We'll bring you guys up close here in a little bit. Let you see what it looks like. We're going to wait about another 45 minutes to an hour, and then we're going to rotate it. That way, we know it's cooking evenly front to back. So we'll bring you back for that. All right, look at that bad boy. Ain't she looking pretty? We're gonna go ahead and flip it for the mere purpose of the wings are getting kind of brown. And it is heavy. But you guys can tell, like I told you earlier, it's lost a lot of mass because it's been in the cooker for so long. We're gonna have to come back and get address that pan, water pan, here in just a little bit, but we're gonna keep it closed as much as possible. Guys, this is turning out to be a fantastic cook. Stick with us. To catch up to speed so far, we are about, let's see, about 6 hours into this cook. So it looks like this turkey's gonna be done a little bit before 12 hours. So just judging by what the meter thermometer is telling us on the feedback. So far, all we've done is added water to the water pan, topped off our chips, and what I did was I've been basting it about every hour with butter, and it started getting a little bit brown. It got to the brownness that I like, so I took and I tinted it with aluminum foil. We're gonna finish off the cook, and we're gonna bring you guys back when it's time to slice into it, so stay tuned for that. Hey guys, this is straight out of the oven. My meat probe hit 165. I took my ThermalWorks probe and checked the breast, we're at 165, and I checked the thighs, we're at 175. Isn't she a beaut? I mean, this turned out really, really good. Let you guys see the other side. So what we're gonna do at this point, we're gonna rest it, and then we are going to slice into it, and we'll show you that. All right, time of truth here, guys. I showed you a little picture of it earlier. What I'm gonna do is just take off a little slice of the breast meat. And we're gonna try that. And then we're gonna carve it up and serve it to the family. But guys, I'm so proud of this. Look at that. Look how freaking tender. And it's so hot and it's been resting for an hour. But look at how tender that is. So, here we go. Bella, you want to try a piece? There you go. You don't have to film her, but she can tell us how it is.
How is it?
Ooh.
Okay.
That's really good.
I'll try one on national television. Oh my God.
It's
It's
good.
really good.
Everybody's in for a good treat. Okay, guys, here's the deal. That concludes our video. Thank you so much for watching it. I hope this helped. What I always say in all of our other videos is help support us. Subscribe to our channel, ring the bell, leave us a comment, do all that good stuff. Help us grow this channel because we have a lot of more exciting cooks coming, guys. So this is the best turkey I've ever made, hands down. You can see it's cooked all the way through. That meter thermometer did its job. It told me exactly when this thing was done, and it did not fail whatsoever. So go out and get you one, guys. We'll see you next time.